Hello everyone, welcome to PSIR 300 Plus channel. Today, we are discussing something which is going to be very interesting for all of you to hear about it. And you might have not learned your modern history this way, I can guarantee this. Okay, I would just like to check whether the audio is proper or not. Yes, audio is good. Let us go ahead in our discussion. Okay. So in modern history, anyhow, as an aspirant of UPSC or state PSC examination, you will definitely be reading the modern history spectrum, right or wrong? That small, that mota book you are definitely studying. It has been enlarged because when we were preparing, it was very small. Now it has become too big because it has become too explanative and too analytical and trying to cover maximum number of facts. Obviously when you study a book you will expect that questions may should appear from that particular book. If it does not appear, then the demand of that book decreases and that is not liked by the author and the publisher also, right? So updation and trying to align the modern history spectrum according to the examination pattern and the evolving topics, it is very important and essential on part of them that they have to go for more accumulation of data in that. Okay, so why I'm discussing about modern history now, though we are learning PSIR, because in modern history, okay, you will learn about the India's freedom struggle, right or wrong? India's freedom struggle, this is what you will learn. Okay, apart from that, we will, or generally, you will also talk about some important government policies with regard to press, with regard to education, with regard to judicial administration, with regard to infrastructural development, with regard to various initiatives that the governors have taken over a period of time, right or wrong? This is how your modern history is basically presented in the spectrum series, right? But how did you learn it? You started your chapter with the first one, 1857 revolt. You started your modern history. Then you slowly, the next chapter will be early political organization, which is nothing but landholder society, etc. So and so forth. Then you have like some in between you are given what civil uprising. In between you have given peasant uprising. All that uprisings were given. Then after that you will study about formation of INC 1885. Then you talked about moderates. Then it's all about extremists. Then you are having what Gandhian era, right or wrong? Yes, this is how your history has been presented in the modern history spectrum book or not? Yes, very true. But we are not learning that way. We are learning something which gives you a invoking political thoughts. Okay, you will learn here the qualitative way of understanding our struggle towards the India's freedom. So you will learn here in a very qualitative way. Remember this point here. Okay, right. So whatever we are learning, it is in the paper one only, my dear students. It is in the paper one, but section B. Okay, paper one of PSIR and section B of PSIR starts with the topic like constitutionalism to mass satyagraha. To mass satyagraha. Okay, fine. And you are very much aware of this fact that Satyagraha is done by Gandhiji. Something related to Gandhiji is there here. Something related to constitutionalism is there here. Right. That is what we are going to see in our India's freedom struggle from the perspective of what? Political strategies. Right? Okay. Now, what is this syllabus means to us? Okay. Constitutionalism to mass satyagraha. Basically, in our syllabus it is given political strategies towards India's freedom struggle, right or wrong? This is how it is being given in our syllabus. We are very correct in that. Clear? Okay. Now, have you seen, when you are reading the modern history spectrum, have you seen any strategy? You have not seen a word called as strategy, obviously, in the whole book. But here in PSIR, everything revolves around it. Now, before going into the discussion of constitutionalism to the mass satyagraha, let us also talk about what is the meaning of strategy. Strategy is a prolonged hustle, you can say, a prolonged crusade, you can say, to achieve a specific objective. To achieve a specific objective, right? Yes. Another important nature of strategy is, if the leaders changes also, if the leadership change is also there, the strategy will continue. Strategy will continue. Remember this point, okay? Yes. So since 1952, 1 to 52, when we have the first general election where Prime Minister Jawaharlal Nehru has become the first Prime Minister of country, till today, Prime Minister Modi we are having here, all of them are working towards one single agenda to make India a developed nation or not? Yes. So strategy is very simple, that to make India as a developed nation, the leaders have went and came and went, came and gone, will go and gone, but strategy will remain the same or not? Yes. A developed nations which can give a quality of life to the citizen, which can increase the standard of living of the citizen. That's how we are able to establish the welfare state, right or wrong? Yes. Welfare state is nothing but faring well. Every one of you, me, everyone should fare well. When will people fare well? When all of us will fare well? Obviously, when we have the food to eat, when we have the clothing to cover ourselves, and shelter to take shelter, we have transportation to move, we have education, we have health, we have employment. When we are having all of these, it means every one of us, if we are able to fulfill the basic necessities in a technical term, then we say that India is a welfare state, that is nothing but a developed nations. But today also, whenever we are studying in our schooling, or if you are having your children's or any of your siblings are studying in the school, you just see that they still write that India is a developing nation. Why? Because we have not yet removed our poverty, we have not yet removed gender inequality, we have not yet removed income inequality, we have not yet removed infrastructure bottlenecks, we have not yet removed the casteism in our country, we have not yet removed the class rigidities in our country, caste rigidities in our country. We have not yet removed gender disparities in our country. We have not yet removed the regional imbalances in our country. That's why still we are a developing nations. We have not yet come to the term of developed nations, where every one of us are equally contributor in the economy. We are all equal producer, we are all equal consumer, and we all enjoy the same status of living. At least the decent state of living we are all enjoying. If you're earning more, obviously you will go to the higher pedestal, right? But what I want to tell here is strategy. Okay, so in our syllabus we are having political strategies towards India's freedom struggle. Okay, so what is the meaning of strategy? A prolonged hustle or a crusade to achieve a specific objective. Okay, and another important characteristic of strategy is, if the leader change also happen, if the regime change also happen, the strategy will go on. It will not stop. That we have seen from the Prime Minister Nehru ji to the Prime Minister Modi ji. The agenda to make India as a developed nation has always been top notch by the government. I hope this is clear to you. Okay, right. Let us now talk about the. So we are having in the syllabus as political strategy. Okay, towards, I'll write it little bit in a flowchart manner, that becomes very easy for you to understand. Okay, political strategies, right or wrong, in India's freedom struggle, right? Yes. So instead of writing freedom struggle, let us write, we are having some strategies, political strategies we are having. Basically the aim of all the political strategies, that whatever we have followed in our like freedom struggle, all of them are directed to achieve what? All of them are directed to achieve what? So we have followed a number of strategies, but all of them are directed to achieve what? Obviously independence or not? Yes, to gain independence for our country. Now, strategy is a very universal, or you can say that it's a very general term that I have told you. What is the meaning of strategy? Nothing but a prolonged approach to achieve a specific objective. You can also have economic strategy. What is the economic strategy? To solve various problems in 1990s. What was the strategy at that time? It was LPG strategy was there. So this is called as economic strategy. But today we are not talking about economic strategy because that is not our syllabus and that is not our domain also. We are now talking about here political strategy. So strategy is nothing but again the same. We want to achieve a specific objective. We want to achieve a objective. What is that objective? Objective to gain independence. Okay. And why we are saying political? Because we are here in the strategy, we are here fighting, we are here fighting with political setup, polity of the country. We are here fighting with whom? Polity of the country. Polity of the country is nothing but political setup of the country, political symbols of the country, political institutions of the country, and at the end we are actually fighting towards a colonial rule, against a colonial rule. Remember this point here. So our strategy is very simple. Political strategy of ours is to get what? Independence. And whenever we attach the word political here, it means that you are fighting with the government. We are fighting with a rule. We are fighting with a regime. Okay, a ruler, a rule, a government. Then when you are doing this, no, then it becomes your political strategy. Whatever recently elections happened, Bihar elections, so we are all asking that the Prashant Kishore, Jan Swaraj, the party owner, and people are saying that what is your political strategy? Means how you are going to defeat other. So obviously you are fighting for a party, you are fighting to gain power in the country, you are fighting to gain, establish your political setup, you are fighting to be a part of political power which governs the political system, right or wrong, which governs the political institutions, whether it is appointments or promotions, etc., so and so forth, transfers, whatsoever. So political strategy is nothing but, okay, where you try to fight against a particular political setup. Here the Prashant Kishore objective would be why to gain power in the Bihar or not. In the same way, our political strategy was directed to gain what? Independence. Our political strategy was to get independence. From whom? From colonial rule. From whom? From the colonial rule. Okay. So the first political strategy that we have used, that is called as what? Constitutionalism. Constitutionalism. Please remember this point. Okay, this is our first political strategy. The second political strategy that we are having is mass Satyagraha. I'll come to why we are not able to include other things. Okay, I'll come to that in a bit. No need to worry. Mass Satyagraha. Okay. Constitutionalism to mass Satyagraha. These are the two main important political strategies, right? Okay, all of these are directed to, two of them are directed to get what? Freedom or not? Freedom, nothing but we all want whatever the strategy is there, that strategy is directed towards to gain what? Independence. Clear or not? Yes. In constitutionalism, okay, basically the individuals or they form a group, they form an organization, they form institution, they form organization, they form institution to put pressure on government for various political gains or to secure the political benefits, for the masses, nothing but Indians at that time. Okay, so basically what they are doing, they are as an individual or a group or an organization or an institution, they may come in this way like this to put pressure on the government for various political benefits for masses. Okay, and all of these they will do within the constitutional framework. Whenever we talk about constitutional framework, we are actually disassociating it with violence, disassociating it with armed rebellions, disassociating it with direct confrontations. Okay, disassociated with any what extreme adversaries, disassociated with overthrowing the government, overthrowing the government. These are very very important points. None of the channels have it, and none of the people gives you this. Please try to understand what I'm talking about. A constitutionalism is nothing but an individual or a group or organization or institution together you can come, or one person you can come. Basically, the aim is to put pressure on the government for various political benefits for the masses. When and all of these can be done with the help of a constitutional framework. Constitutional framework is nothing but which is non-violent. You should not use violent. You should not go for armed rebellion. No radical steps. Okay, no direct confrontation, no adversaries. Okay, no casualties, no overthrowing of the government. Basically, here individual or organizations will use the constitutional machinery, like they will write petitions to the government, they will protest the government, they will criticize the government, they will they will circulate pamphlets among the people with regard to their rights, they will do processions, they will do processions. Okay, they will do prayers, they will make prayers to the government. Okay, write a letter. Lot of people will write, no, like recently in our group 1 irregularities are happening, malpractices are happening with regard to group 1 examination of Telangana state. The BRS party, a very important person, the daughter of Mr. KCR, Kavita, has wrote a letter to Chief Justice of India seeking benefits for us. Means she has a political strategy where with the help of her letter she is trying to what appeal to the CGI of India that the students, nothing but mass students, have had been treated with the deprivations and irregularities. So please look into the matter. Please look into the matter. So here we generally do protest. We generally do what? Prayers. We write petitions. We write letters. We take out small rallies. All these important activities should not be having any of this. Should not be having any of this. Then it is called as you are working within the constitutional framework that has been exactly done by moderates. That has been exactly done by whom? Moderates. Like Dinsha Wacha, S.N. Banerjee, W.C. Banerjee, Ferozshah Mehta, Gopalakrishna Gokhale. Okay, you are having what I say is that Dada Bhai Nauroji, the grand old man of our country. All of them has actually in the year 1885 when the INC was founded. So they use these methods only, this strategy only. They use this strategy only. Remember this point. Okay. Now the moment we are done with this particular strategy, just imagine a point here. The moment when we are done with this particular strategy, I'll come to that again, okay? Right. The moment we are done with the strategy, moderates, you also saw the extremist phase. The basic difference is radical. Okay. Believes in extremities, believes in armed rebellion, believes in strikes. Okay. Okay, believes in violence. Believes in violence. But you know that INC was founded in the year 1885. It has like till 1905 there was no influence of extremists like Lal Balpal, Arbindo Ghosh, okay, Subhash Chandra Bose. We do not have Azad, Chandrasekhar Azad, Bismillah Khan, Bhagat Singh. All these were there in this particular group. But you can see that INC was founded in the year 1885 till 1905, like almost 20 years. Only constitutionalism was working in order to secure rights to the citizen of the country, in order to secure what is just for the citizens of our country. So they fought with the help of prayers, petition, pamphlets, protests, etc., to secure a lot of benefits to the Indians at that time who were suffering from the oppressive colonial rule. But they did their job for 20 years. And if you talk about the extremist era, it started from 1905 to till 1915. You just see that 10 years. In that also moderates were also there contributing in the extremists. Both moderates and extremists, both of them are actually doing the same thing. That's why extremists have a very diluted phase, and they have a small phase which is only of 10 years. Then that's why then comes the main important person, that is Gandhiji. Gandhiji came into being. Okay, so from 1915 to till 1947, this is a very big phase. In 1925, 1935, 1945, 30 years of Gandhiji's mass satyagraha. Constitutionalism, which is having like 20 years, are there. Before that also they worked, so almost like they are also 30, 40 years. Okay, then extremists are very low. So that's why we are not counting our, they have a very full-fledged strategies, but constitutionalism, the moderates have a full-fledged strategy in order to get the benefits out of the government, oppressive government. Gandhiji literally has very important role with regard to the independence of our country. So Gandhiji, what has Gandhiji done? Gandhiji has given a new strategy. That strategy is called as mass satyagraha. Mass satyagraha. This strategy is called as what? Protracted strategy. Protracted strategy of Gandhiji is nothing but it involves both active resistance, it involves both passive resistance. Both passive resistance. In the passive resistance, he started the first strategy of passive resistance. Oh my god, I have just cleaned it. Okay, I'll just write again and again. Gandhiji, mass satyagraha. Again, this is all about active and passive resistance. Passive resistance is nothing but you don't direct get involved. You don't direct get involved in confrontation. You don't direct get involved in the confrontation with the Britishers. You don't go to their police stations and bomb. You don't go to their offices and try to do hartal over there. No direct confrontations. Here, confrontation is very direct. So, Gandhiji started Champaran Satyagraha 1916. We are having, or 17, you can say Champaran Satyagraha. We are having here the first event of passive resistance was given. So Gandhiji took a hunger strike here, and that's how the Champaran issue was solved. So you can see that is a passive resistance, taking hunger strike, not confronting. I am not going to hit you, I'm not going to kill you, I'm not going to destroy your property, I'm not going to stop your train. See, I am just sitting here, hunger strike, people will join me. That is called as passive resistance, no direct confrontations. But when you talk about active resistance, Gandhiji was also very slim, very thin, plain, very simple looking man, has also gone for active resistance. You can say civil disobedience movement, Dandi March. He started his movement from Sabarmati Ashram with 72 members, and it became a million march. He went directly to the coastal areas and made salt there. When the police were resisting also, he did not stop. He went for a direct confrontation. So active resistance, Gandhiji has demonstrated in CDM, in Quit India movement. Passive resistance, Gandhiji has demanded in the Champaran, Ahmedabad mill worker strike, Kheda Satyagraha, Bardoli Satyagraha. In all of this, Gandhiji displayed passive resistance. So sometimes confrontation, sometimes no confrontation. This particular strategy is called as protracted strategy. This particular strategy is called as what? Protracted strategy. That has worked for the Gandhiji and also for the masses, and that has led to what? Independence. That's led to independence. So if you are being asked a question with regard to constitutional strategies, if you are being asked what are the political strategies that led to India's freedom struggle, so you are going to discuss about the constitutionalism, some examples you are going to give, some important leaders you are going to give, and whatever I have explained you in the graph, in the flow chart, you have to do that. Then you have to explain the extremist era very little. Then the second important mass satyagraha of Gandhiji. There were in the fourth place you can also mention what? Peasant and civil uprisings also you can mention. This is also a strategies only, but they are fought for the local issues, not for the gaining independence. So remember this point. That's why we don't consider them as a political strategy, because their strategy are mostly related to what? Localized issue, maybe land revenue, maybe Dikkus, foreign outsiders are coming into their particular area, maybe Tinkatiya system, etc., so and so forth, 2/3 or 1/3 sharecropping mechanism, landlordism, etc. Vetty chakri, bonded labor, exploitation, unserious interest rates, whatsoever could be the reason, but the reasons were actually local issues, and that's how the uprising happened. That's why that's not considered as a political strategy, though they have fought against the political setup, but the broader vision of independence was not there in that. Same exactly what was happening in 1857. The vision was not to secure independence to the country, even though Rani Lakshmibai, she fought only because her rights were taken away. Begum Hazrat Mahal fought because her rights were taken away. If these people's rights have not been taken away, they would have never fought also against the Britishers. That's why 1857 revolts and tribal uprising has lot of synonymity, lot of similarities. Why? Because both of them are not actually directed to drive away the colonial rule from our country. That's why the constitutionalism to March Satyagraha is the only two important political strategies along with extremists there. And also you can include the extremists. Within that you can include radical organization like HSRA, which is of the Bhagat Singh. You can include that in the extremists okay, one paragraph. That is more than enough. I hope this is all clear to you. I'll see you in the next class with more current affairs and updates. Stay tuned to watching my channel, and do subscribe to my channel. Do hit the bell icon. Do give me hype points and share with all of your friends. And those people who want to learn from me and who want to be a part of my mentorship test series and classes, you can just call to this number or you can just mail. All these benefits you will be getting, okay, from me. Thank you so much. Take care. Have a nice day. Take care. Good day.